Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Tuesday the 10th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, well, I should say get up. After a tiny bit of sleep, I got up way too early, but I did get up and around. Ended up on the couch last night trying to keep this new Rottweiler that I'm watching I guess quiet enough my wife could get some sleep. That was the most concerning part for me. So it's better if I miss sleep than she does. But the Rottie would not settle down. She was chewing on slippers and getting into stuff and just chewing up anything she could hold, like plastic drink coasters, just anything. She would not go to sleep. So it is kind of not the best evening. So I even tried like kind of tethering her to the leg of the couch, and she handled that for a little bit and then decided to shoot right at the leash, and which is always such a great fun experience. But got up, got her out, got the other dogs out, got everybody, kind of tried to do the best I could to keep everybody quiet. Wife got up and got stirring a little bit finally, so I was able to get everything put away and basically got the dogs back in, got them all fed. The Rottie was still kind of hesitant to eat. She didn't eat real well, but I think this is the first time she's ever been away from family. So it's a learning curve for her, and it was not a planned trip. The owner ended up in the hospital. The daughter brought the dog to me and all kinds of fun stuff with that. So kind of is what it is. But yeah, got that done. Got everything taken care of best I could. Karen was finally ready to go to work. So basically I got the dogs. The dogs do good together. It's just they're a little bit odd. So I went ahead and put the one in a separate room. So it was fine while I was gone, because I didn't want mom to worry about it. I got 110 plus pound Rottweiler, and then I've got a probably, I don't know, 85 pound pit. So definitely did not want to have her dealing with that at all. So, but got the one separated out, and she's perfectly fine. She just jumps in my bed, the little pit does, and she loves it up there. So she just chills out in the bedroom. I ran to my wife to work, dropped her off, came back to the house, hung out with the dogs for a while, just basically chilling out. Ended up having just those two there today because nobody else was coming today, so it worked out fine. Everything was good to go. Got back, hung out with them. Everybody was having fun. The little pit went home, and they probably were going to pick the dog up about 11, and that was not a big deal. So it ended up being closer to 11:30. They came, picked the dog up, and I was waiting for them to get there because I brought the dog inside, and I was hanging outside with Bruce and the Rottweiler, and just kind of chilling out, waiting for them to get there. And mom's like, man, I hope they don't have very far to go, because this dog is farting up a storm today. Because when I'm outside, I don't notice if there's winds and stuff, ceiling fans and whatnot. But inside, mom was over there by like the little, I guess it'd be a dining room. We don't use it for a dining room, but like the little nook area, the windows look out onto the driveway, that she was sitting there waiting for me. It's kind of a small area where the pinball machine is, but she was sitting over there, and I guess the dog was farting up a storm. So kind of made me chuckle, laugh a little bit. So I got there, picked the dog up, and it was good to go. Gave them back their food and their bedding and everything. Gave me a nice little tip. Chatted with them for a while. They took off, got back inside, hanging out. I was gonna go for a run, but that weird time frame of like, I don't really have time. By the time I get for a run and get back from my shower, I won't be able to pick my wife up. So finally came time to get my wife. Took her to physical therapy, and in talking to the owner's daughter about the dog and how she didn't sleep through the night, she recommended giving the dog melatonin. I guess I've given it to her before. So she called in an order to a pet supermarket over in New Smyrna, which isn't too far. She actually offered to have her mother go pick it up and bring it to me. And instead of trying to schedule that to make sure I was back home at the right time and all that junk, and mostly I didn't want the dog to see somebody that, I'm not sure if the husband and wife are married, if her mom and dad are still married or not. I want the dog to see somebody who I thought was taking it home, and then adding that anxiety back on the dog. So I definitely didn't want to mess with that, which I could have said, hey, just leave it out. Could have said, drop it off in my house across the street. Could have been many things I could have done, but I said, if you want to call the order in, and that way I know exactly what you want me to give the dog, I'll go over and pick it up. So she did that. Also, they paid for it. It's like $14. No big deal there. But once I dropped my wife off to physical therapy, from there I rushed over to New Smyrna to pick up the order, and they had no idea what was going on. My name's on the email. I gave them the name of the lady who ordered it, and they couldn't find it. I said, can I just give you the order number? You know, that number that everything's tabbed? She goes, oh yeah, that'll work. So I gave her the order number, and she goes, oh yeah, here it is. There's 3 bags on the counter and 1 bag of dog food, and they couldn't figure it out. I was like, oh, this is sad. So, but got the stuff. From there, head over to Big Lots, Thought I've got a couple minutes to kill. I'll look for some Halloween decorations for my wife. Plus I need to use the restroom and get there, and the restrooms are basically out of order. So I'm like, no big deal. So I head back out, get in the car, and they're building I'm not sure what it is over there. They're building some kind of new, I don't know if it's a Starbucks or what it is. There's something else they're building over in that area. And they got the parking lot all tore up and whatnot. And it's hard getting out of there. But I got back out of there finally, headed back home. Then, no idea how my brain happened. But as I was heading back over to the physical therapy, pick up my wife, I somehow turned down the street to her work. Like I was on my way to pick her up at work. And the part that sucks about that is that's during like school pickup, and they close off like part of the road just past where she works. Like you can't turn there, you have to go through the school loop for pickup and that. And if you're on the street, and luckily I caught it before I got there. It was like the last driveway turnaround, which there's signs all over saying no turnarounds and not a pickup area, not drop off area. But it's my wife's company, so I'm like, I'm good, I'll go ahead and pull through here. So whipped around real quick and basically headed out, got to the physical therapy office before she was done, and sat there for just a few minutes. I was in that, now I'm like, oh shit, now I'm running late kind of scenario, but I wasn't. So I was able to get there. She said she was ready. Went and grabbed her real quick, got her in a car, asked her if she wanted to go anywhere, went home, and she said there's nowhere she needed to go. So we headed back to the house. When I get there, I get her out of the car, get her wheelchair and stuff set up. Then usually I'll run inside real quick and then kick all the dogs outside. That way when I have the door open, I don't have to worry about anybody getting out kind of thing and messing with, worrying about dogs escaping. And then the gate can be already open. I have a secondary gate in my house for dogs. So I got that all done, got back out and grabbed her, headed back in, and then basically chilling out in there for a little while. Finished my cigar I had started earlier in the day, and then time to go for my run. Went and got my run in, got my shower, got out of there, and then we ended up having frozen pizza tonight for dinner. I had bought a barbecue one, and Mom wanted a Supreme, whatever it was, but it had olives on it, and I'm not a fan of black olives, not a fan of green olives either. And even when I pick them off, it's just not the same. I pick them off before it's cooked, usually it's not so bad, but there's always a little bit of olive juice left around that kind of changes the flavor. But I don't remember the brand name. It's one she used to get up in Iowa, and it's the first time she's seen it here at Winn-Dixie, and she was super excited about it. So we grabbed a couple of those, and probably the best frozen pizza I've had since I moved down here to Florida. It is so damn good. So we knocked it out. I ended up eating one of the slices with the olives just because I wanted to taste it. It was, the crust on it actually turned out a little better than mine did, which who knows why. Might have been the placement in the oven, but mine was good too. A little bit on the spicier side, they thought. They didn't like it as much, but knocked that out. It was delicious. I'll definitely be going back and buying more of those. So I'm gonna probably go buy a bunch more next time there and just chuck them in the freezer. That way, in case they stop carrying them, we'll have a bunch saved up and be able to go from there, which is nice. So but yeah, super happy about that. It's a thin crust. I'm usually more of a pan crust kind of guy in real world, but at home pan crust and stuff just doesn't work nearly as well. So but knocked that out, was able to get that wrapped up, and I forget where I'm at. Yeah. I'm like, where am I at? I'm out here on the Door Sleeper mountain bike trails and equestrian trails and hiking trails, and making sure I'm in the right spot. There's also, I'm back on like the disc golf. You can see the sign behind me, disc golf course right here too. So, but I parked in a completely different spot than I normally park, so I was kind of confused where I'm at. But got done with that, headed back outside, hanging out with the dog. She's just super great during the day. Holy crap, she's amazing in the day. But at night, she has a pain in the ass. Just an absolute pain in the ass. So, but yeah, other than that, it's all good. It's just her here. So we'll see how tonight goes. Give her a bunch of melatonin. It calls for like 6 chews, which is only 65 in the container, which would be 11 days worth. I've got her for like 9 more days. So should be no problem. We'll see if it makes a difference on her. I don't know if it will. She's kind of antsy, but hopefully I got all the shoes and stuff all cleaned up, and she'll have less likely to chew on stuff. But I'm gonna do my best and try and sleep in the bedroom tonight and see how that works out for me. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.